I've always had a very strong faith. I'm a person who finds joy in looking for Christ in all aspects of my life. But there have been times in my life when grief and hopelessness and despair have overshadowed my faith, and all I could see was doom and gloom. In the summer of 2019, my life changed. My marriage of 20 years was over. It had come to an end. My life as I knew it was in shambles. I did not know what to do, what to think. Now what? I wanted to get away far away from the suffering and the fear and the hopelessness. I wanted to get away and run away, far away. I wanted to hit the road to Emmaus. I need to look to the God of resurrection for answers, to the answers to now what? As I went into autopilot that summer, ensuring my kids were taken care of, paying attention to the needs and feelings of them, and overseeing a full summer of students and summer camps. And as the months went by, I started to be able to see again. How might I change this fear and this hopelessness into something that could be positive in my life? How could I make this moment, this time in my life, a changing moment of mine? Where was the hope that was found in this new life of mine? I was never one to dwell in suffering and fear, so I tried to mask and put on a happy face to most people in my life because that is how I knew how to be. And I always thought that suffering would do no one any good. And it was on my road to Emmaus one day that one of my colleagues sent me this quote from the author Richard Rohr, which helped me start to make sense of how I was feeling. We try to live in solidarity with the pain of the world and do not spend when we try to live in solidarity with the pain of the world, we do not spend our lives running from it. We will encounter various forms of crucifixion. The soul must walk through such suffering to go higher and further and deeper and longer. Somehow hope provides its own kind of meaning in a most mysterious way. And his words reminded me that suffering is part of life. It's not something that we can avoid or run away from. And good can come from suffering, things that are good for the soul, but only if we walk through it and open ourselves up to the lessons that we might learn from it. And ironically, it's not the fear, it's in the suffering, it's in our hopelessness. It's right there in the midst of looking for answers where Jesus meets us, even if we don't recognize him.